Why doesn't Goku transform directly from red to blue? Can Vegeta access Super Saiyan God? Can Gohan, Goten, Trunks, or even Pan access Super Saiyan Blue? What is Super Saiyan Rage? Is Super Saiyan Blue stronger than Super Saiyan God? What might that new red form be? Hopefully, this theory can answer all of those questions. Super Saiyan God and Super Saiyan Blue are the most powerful forms accessible to any Saiyan at this time. A lot of discussion within my group of friends is always about which of the two forms is more powerful, despite the fact that Super has stated Blue is stronger. I'm going to offer my theory on how the God transformations work in Dragon Ball Super. The only person at this time that can access Super Saiyan God is Goku. Goku was the recipient of the Saiyan energy during the God ritual, and thus he was able to transform into the base red form. Both Goku and Vegeta can access the Super Saiyan Blue form thanks to receiving training from Whis. However, Vegeta cannot transform into God form despite the fact that he has the power of a god. The reason for this is simple. During the Super Saiyan God ritual, the 6 Saiyans were all exposed to God Ki. As Goku was the target of the ritual, he was able to convert that energy into the red form we know. The process itself was difficult. However, his body was able to absorb the God Ki, and he was able to call back to it. What's not to say the other Saiyans who were part of the ritual didn't absorb some of that God Ki either? They did. You have the proof of this in Vegeta and future Trunks. Now, we know that Vegeta was trained by Whis, but what about future Trunks? Trunks was exposed to the divine energy through Goku and Vegeta. Being unable to control or use that God energy adequately led Trunks into a state that exists between Super Saiyan 3 and Blue form. Wait, what? So let's look at it like this. There are 2 trees for ascension. We'll call them Super Saiyan and God trees. In the Super Saiyan tree, you have Super Saiyan and all of its associated grades, to Super Saiyan 2 and to Super Saiyan 3. In the God tree, you have Super Saiyan God and Super Saiyan Blue. The Super Saiyan tree uses normal Saiyan energy to attain all of its forms, while the God tree requires God Ki. Future Trunks, unable to properly access or control God Ki, could not go into Super Saiyan Blue. His body, being in a state of rage, and never having access Super Saiyan 3 either, could not decide whether to go into Blue or 3, and thus we have Rage. We've seen Saiyans do something similar to this. The white eyes almost always nearly mean unable to control their rage. Theoretically then, this means one of 2 things. 1. Gohan, Goten, Kid Trunks, and even Pan all have the capacity to attain Super Saiyan Rage due to being exposed to God Ki from the ritual. Assuming this, then 2. Vegeta also once had access to Super Saiyan Rage and, with the proper training from Whis, went from Super Saiyan Rage to the controlled and more powerful Super Saiyan Blue. Now, don't get me wrong, future Trunks is clearly stronger than Vegeta, but that has more to do with the biology and the capacity of half Saiyans and isn't reflective of Super Saiyan Rage and Super Saiyan Blue. Vegeta, like the others in the ritual that aren't Goku, cannot access Super Saiyan God because he was never the target of the ritual. I'm sure if they redo the ritual to become the target, any one of those should become a Super Saiyan God. Yes, Super Saiyan Blue is more powerful, but that doesn't mean Super Saiyan God is a waste. Why? Well, let's look at the nature of the Blue transformation. Almost always, the Super Saiyan Blue transformation goes from base Saiyan to Super Saiyan Blue in lieu of Super Saiyan 2. They never go from red to blue. Future Trunks only accesses God Ki from the Super Saiyan form. It can be assumed then that God Ki is easier to call upon and control at the Super Saiyan level than it is at the base form. Vegeta cannot go God, but he can go blue. No matter how you look at it, a Super Saiyan is always stronger than a base Saiyan. A Super Saiyan who can harness and control God Ki can have the powers of a god, but is not a god. Super Saiyan God form is a true god. Super Saiyan Blue is a mortal who has achieved god-like powers. Therefore, Super Saiyan Blue is not the true successor to Super Saiyan God. This is why you never see Goku go from red to blue. If Goku goes red, he has to focus all of his power to control God Ki at the base form. With proper training, he could make this his new base and go from Super Saiyan God to its true successor, Super Saiyan Red. Hold up. The Dragon Ball Super intro shows a Super Saiyan form with red hair. Now, it could very well be a standard Super Saiyan with Kaioken, but that would mean somewhat orange hair, right? I mean, Super Saiyan Blue with Kaioken turned everything somewhat purple, yet this was clearly a red-haired Super Saiyan. Huh. Of course, all of this is just a theory and could be easily disproved by a new episode or chapter of Dragon Ball Super. Leave a comment with your thoughts, share it if you like it, and thanks for watching.